Welcome. First of all, to a special Saturday edition of Press YYZ, where we're going to take a first look at the Red Lantern from Timberline Studio. This being previously featured in Nintendo Direct, I think, or Indie Showcase. Previously, I think it was might have also been kind of funny, but I don't know. There's a bit of an echo.
I can't hear an echo on my end. It's.
Let me check my OBS. Make sure you're only getting the one. Because I thought I turned everything off but the game. Looks that way. Spooner, are you getting the echo from me? Are you getting it from
it's possible. Hold on. I can on my end. I can turn off the game audio.
Okay. Oh, you know what? It might be also. No, it wouldn't be that actually.
Okay. Spooner says done, fixed.
So. Yay, we're fixed. Spooner, if you want to drop !smash in the chat. We can tell everyone about the thing you and I and us are going to be working on. Kozi, it sounds like you might still have a bit of an echo, but I'll let you tinker with that while I tell everybody. You
know what the issue? You know what the issue is? So I'm just gonna. This is very inside baseball, but whatever. People here are in for an intimate conversation. So yesterday we did pre-prep for this stream, and what I did is I tried to show off Mitch how to use a program called Voice Meter Banana to split up his audio channels and whatnot. And while I was showing him how to split up his audio channels, I was like, "Here, let me create a couple of scenes in OBS to show what you have to do." Me creating those extra scenes in OBS is what caused my voice and your voice to be duplicated.
I see. Okay. Inside baseball, everybody. But yeah, we are teaming up with our good friends over at Super Duper HQ on Instagram to put on a Smash Brothers tournament where the proceeds of entry fees and donations during the stream will all go towards the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Great cause. Happy to be there to help. And we're going to start promoting that. We're going to promote it over the next couple of weeks because it's going to happen the weekend of November 7th. It's going to be fun. If you're into Smash, head on over to that Discord to get all the info, sign up, all that jazz. But what we're doing today, Kozi, is we are going to play a little bit of the Red Lantern. We actually might play quite a bit because when I was looking, runs through this game could be like an hour to two. So if we really speed through this, we might get enough of it done. Let me just pull up the fact sheet real quick, get us some facts for these lovely sled dogs here.
Why not?
Code provided by Pop Agenda. Thank you for looking out for the little guy, hooking us up. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Just pulling up the press kit here because I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah,
that's how prepared we are here at Press YYZ.
I mean, I'd say considering everything that we did yesterday, I'd say we're more prepared than nothing. Imagine if we had to imagine if we have to do all our workshopping of the audio stuff on stream today.
Oh God, that would have been the stream because we were on here for like 45 minutes to an hour. The Red Lantern, developed by Timberline Studio, based in California, came out on the 22nd, so just this past week. This is out now on the Epic Game Store and the Nintendo Switch. It is a story-driven roguelite game where you and a team of 5 sled dogs lost in the wilderness must navigate the ever-changing events of the Alaskan bush to find your way home. It stars Ashley Birch, who you've probably heard voice a number of characters in a number of games, and we're very excited to get to play this here with y'all. But the one thing that worries me, and I haven't started the game yet for this reason.
Yeah, let's switch over to it right now.
Yeah, let's switch over to it because we're looking at the options menu, and I'm absolutely terrified of this first option, and I kind of want to turn it on. Because I don't know how well I would do with a dog dying on stream. So there's an option that your dogs will always live, which we'll leave it up to chat. And Kozi, how do you feel about dog death on stream?
So here's what
I'm not going to be good at this game.
Here's what I have to ask. Are there any trophies or achievements in this game tied to the dogs dying?
Does Epic Game Store have trophies and achievements? I don't even know.
I don't know. I played a couple things on Epic Game Store. I played
we're gonna
an early version of that.
Just real quick.
What was that? What was that one game where you're an Axeman from the Canadian wilderness? It was recently, Blood Roots. Yeah, I played that a little bit.
On sale right now.
If I recall correctly, that game did have achievements when I played it on the Epic Game Store.
They might have been in-game achievements. I think it's in the roadmap, but the Epic Game Store itself doesn't have achievements yet.
Oof. I don't know about this Epic Game Store, guys.
look, they provided us a code. It was a code for the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, I'm joking around. Of course.
I know. There is this journal, which is kind of, it looks like there's some in-game achievement tracking through this. So it looks like you've got the main characters like childhood passions of going to Alaska and dog sledding, winning a race.
Yeah.
But there are these other plan items. So maybe there's nothing in here related. It says prepare for the worst case. So maybe one of those check boxes for preparing for the worst case has to do with a dog death, which would be terrifying. Because I will, if you want me to cry on stream, we can leave that turned off, and then I will cry on stream. I mean, it depends on what you want.
If you want, we can turn it off, turn off dog death for the time being, and then as we get more comfortable with the game, we can turn it on. How about that?
Okay, let's do that, because I don't know.
Now, for the record, was Dogs Always Live turned to on as the normal selection?
The default value was Dogs Always Live as off. So that is the way to play the game, but I don't know if I can live with that right now.
All right.
Especially on stream. Maybe off stream.
All right.
When I'm ready for a good cry. Well, let's head off to the Alaskan wilderness, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
How's everyone doing? It's Saturday. It's nice, balmy, like 8 degrees here in Toronto.
It's pretty warm where you are, too, huh?
That's not warm, Kozi. It was 21 degrees here yesterday.
Oh.
It was very weird yesterday. Yeah, hard to get into the medical profession for sure. And Corey, yes, it's about 8 degrees Celsius here today. Yesterday it was about 22, which was weird. There's our pupper. There's our pupper. You can see the chomper. Also, Spooner, I forgot to thank you. Thank you so much for that tier 1 scrub. Very happy to have you here along with us on this Press YYZ journey. You're a good friend, a good partner. We're so glad to have met you. You can see your hat. Look, you can see your hat. I love it.
So we were playing this game a little bit last night, and when I didn't know whether or not, when I didn't know that it was Ashley Birch that voiced the main character, I was like, is that Jennifer Hale? And the reason why I made that connection is because if you recall, Jennifer Hale voiced a character in a video game called The Long Dark many years ago that was a similar sort of vibe of you're like a person in the Alaskan wilderness, it's dark out and everything sucks, you know?
Yeah, we're also trying a very new setup right now. So I'm actually streaming my game to a test Twitch channel, and Kozi's capturing that instead of capturing Discord, because Discord, we saw some artifacting and stuff. So if there's any weird technical bugs or glitches or anything you guys see from this setup, please let us know so we can fix it for future streams. But we're still very excited to play this out.
Check out the pup. Maybe add some experience to our team.
We're building our team. Do we want a best friend for our buddy Chomper, or are we just new? What do you think, Kozi? We're new, or we want a best friend?
We want a best friend.
All right, let's do it.
Let's find someone that complements your squirrel hunting obsessions.
Aww.
Maybe a calmer.
Cute puppers. This is why I'm so glad we turned off that option, or we turned on the option that the dogs always live. I could not live with myself. We lost a dog.
Dear God, your eyes are blue. They're brighter than the sky still.
That matches the GIF that I posted on Twitter. We have to take this dog.
His neck seems... He looks kind of like a parrot. Don't you think?
I'm okay with that.
Sounds like you've been keeping tabs on the pups and leading their training runs.
Should we let this dog stay retired, or like it matches the GIF that I posted on Twitter for the promo? So I feel like we almost have to use Stilton in this run.
All right,
let's do it.
I know a pup that would love to have you around.
So from the description, it said 5 dogs. So
meet Chomper. Hey, Chomps, could you stop nibbling on your paw and say hello? You got like a cold fire in those eyes. People shouldn't give up on you.
Where's our new buddy? I guess he's in the back of the truck.
People get obsessed with crushing the competition, and they don't see the value of a well-rounded team. We can't all be.
So we're gonna need 3 dogs, I guess.
Sometimes you need a pup who can let you know when you're.
Yeah, I suspect so. You know, the way that he's on the dashboard, it's kind of like he looks like he's driving a car the way that Donkey Kong drives a car. If you ever played Donkey Kong Country,
or even in like Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed that the person who plays this game probably plays Donkey Kong Country, and the dogs have been watching.
Yeah. We've got to prove we can hack it out there. We need to find out what we're made of, or sometimes you just need a new challenge. I mean, the game's new to us, so I think a new challenge is where we got to go on this.
Yeah, why not?
Just get caught up in your head about what you can and can't do.
I already love this. The music is nice.
Really capable of.
Right? I like the fact you get to make your own choices.
I don't know what the ride is going to be like, but we're definitely going to have an adventure.
I think we need some younger dogs that can pull this sled, though.
Just a few more miles to our next stop. We're looking for 3 more pups to fill out our team and help us get to our new home.
Okay. Gale.
You look like a force
Oh,
to be reckoned with.
jeez.
Gale, is it? I don't think you'll be needing much motivation. You might need more than a nudge in the right direction, but looks like you'll set your sights on a destination and get there. We'll probably have to make sure you take some time to rest so we can keep this energy up.
What do you think? Young, energetic pup might need some extra rest?
I don't know. He looks like he's from a phone commercial that I didn't enjoy watching because it distracted from me watching cartoons. I'll leave that up to you to decide what you want to do.
Really? Cartoons, Kozi? All right. Well, we'll let Gale get some rest.
I'm not sure I'm ready for you. One day I hope I am.
Spooner, yes, there are many cute doggos, which is why I had to turn that option on, because I couldn't live with myself if we lost a doggo.
It's just a few more miles to our next stop. We're looking for 3 more pups to fill out our team and help us get to our...
I do like the fact that you get to choose the dogs. They all seem to have their own their own personalities.
Noodle, huh? I can see that. I said running alone wasn't enough for you. You were looking for some kind of challenge and a musher who'd listen to you too. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so having some help out there might be nice.
I mean, we need a leader, and I think Noodle's our leader, so let's go for it.
You just
All right.
need something to motivate you. Perhaps a...
He's like the leader, just sort of hangs out and just, you know, limbly lays a paw and points
Makes
in
the
a
calls,
direction
and then the
when he
rest
needs
of our
to do
doggos
something.
we want. Yeah, I think the rest of our dogs will just want speed.
Ready to go meet the rest of the new team?
Gale might have actually been a good compliment to these dogs,
welcome to
but
the van.
we'll be all right.
This is Chomper. He's a city pup, but he's ready to get out there and learn how to become a sled dog. You ready to help us train? It sounds like you weren't too big a fan of indecision last time you raced. So you decided which way to go if your driver didn't? And that I should trust you when I'm not sure what's best. I'm more than willing to defer to you if your instincts are sharp. I trust that you're a smart pup, Noodle. And I need help with more than running. But you can't just lay down in the middle of the trail, okay? We've got a new life to start. And once we're home, I'll build you a nice little den with a perfect nap zone.
I'm sure you like naps, right, Noodle?
How's that sound? All right, you're right. Rest up. We've got plenty of running ahead of us.
So do we know where they're going exactly?
Hey, so far so good. 2 pups out of the
So
3
from what I
stops,
can
and we're
tell,
gonna start. We only need to adopt
this is
2 more
sort of like
dogs, and
the
we'll
main
have 5
character
more
taking the
stops.
challenge of mushing through the Alaskan wilderness to find their new home. So I think there's like a cabin you're searching for.
Okay.
Barkley.
Oh, you're not a small fella, are you? They said you were big, but you're gonna make Chomper look like he was mixed with a corgi. You're actually
So
kind of
poofy.
intimidating. Okay, it sounds like you've gotten into a few fights out there in the wilderness, and that you always stuck by your musher's side, but they were afraid you would jump into a fight you couldn't win. But now you've become restless, being stuck back in the kennel, howling at
Wow,
night in the wild you can't
is this
see.
woman's X-Men superpower that she can
Well,
just
we're
put her
hoping
hand
to
on the
have a nice
dog's head and
meal
just read its entire history?
We'll see plenty of wild
She's either a
things, I'm
dog
sure,
whisperer,
and I'd like to.
or they have all this and they give her that info when she shows up at the
I
kennel.
think this could be good for both of us.
I think we need to get Barkley back to the wild.
What do you think?
Let's do it. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, he can't die, so it's not like he'll ever be in a fight that he can't win, right?
You haven't made a single sound since I met you. Should we
I mean, we don't know, like, is there, like, a gray space where your dog won't die, but it will get, like, badly injured and it needs to be in a dog wheelchair?
We're going to find out together, unfortunately. So she's saying that he's so quiet, we should give him a new name. So what name do you think Barkley should have? I like Slippers, because that's just super
Yeah,
random.
let's do that.
What do you think, Kozi? Slippers?
Yeah, let's go with Slippers.
Hey, Slippers it is. What do you think?
You know, back in the day,
Okay, so,
during the
that's
development
why
of the
it's just one to pick your own
original Bioshock, the little sisters at like a very early point in production were going to be dogs in wheelchairs. And apparently the person who drew
Adopting dogs
like the
is so
concept
easy.
art for that was just laughed out of the room so hard that he basically went back to the
It's
drawing
almost
board.
complete, and I've only met a
But
few dogs.
I can understand why.
Yeah, if in Bioshock 4 they have some sort of dog in a wheelchair reference, I'm going to be very happy.
Igloo, where are you, girl?
There you are.
Oh, I got why we call him Igloo.
Oh, you have a house right there.
Iggy the
have to
Igloo
be in the
dog.
snow.
But I still I feel like we need some speed on this team.
Home is where you make it, huh, Iggy?
I like the name Iggy though.
Oh, are you just a big old snowball? Big, fluffy, loud.
I honestly, I think we have too many big dogs. I think we just need some speed.
Happy here.
Yeah,
Take care, pal.
I agree with you on this one.
So we have 3 more stops, I think, to find the dogs we want.
Nearly a complete pack. Only one more pup and the team is done, and we still have 3 more to meet. Oh, this is gonna be a hard decision.
All right, chat. We're gonna need your help picking this dog. Finn. Finn looks fast. Or a good tracker, maybe?
Hey, girl. Are you Finn? Quite the collection you've gathered here. Are these all things you found? They said you're pretty good with your nose. You tend to follow that more than anything else. Sometimes that led you to good things. Sometimes it led you to skunks. Your owners got tired of skunks, huh? Well,
Well, it's just, hold on a second. The reason why I say it's an X-Men superpower is because the way she talks about it, like, oh man, your owners are really upset that it always led you to skunks. It's like the owners themselves were afraid or ashamed to admit that out loud. And only she alone knows. And she's having a heart-to-heart conversation with the dog that basically she's trying to keep out of prying eyes.
You think? Because I think they're just telling her this stuff. Do you think we need a tracking dog? Or do you think having Noodles lead the pack is enough for us tracking wise?
I think we have a few more stops, right?
Yeah, we have 2 more stops. We really need a runner.
I'm looking to become a champion. I know I've got to get started and learn the ways of Alaska first, but
So we got 2 more stops to make.
Long-term goals to think about. I don't know if I want to lose sight of them. I suppose we're not just out here to race. I mean, we're not even racing yet. We've got to figure out how we plan to live out here.
And Goro6 in the chat says she has lost it and is making stuff up just to give the dogs a backstory.
No, what I don't know.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me either. But either way, yeah, you should stay.
It seems like you got a good.
We'll find someone else, Finn. Don't you worry.
Collection, and you still get plenty of long walks to sniff out new treasures. Enjoy it, Finn. It's great meeting you.
All right, let's meet these last 2 doggos.
We're getting so close to a complete team. Okay, we've got a few more stops left, and we only need 1 more pup. I know we'll find the right one.
Bodega.
Did you move your house here? I don't have any snacks, Bodega. Why didn't I bring snacks? They said he's been eating them at a house and home. Well...
I don't like with the number of dogs. If we don't understand the feeding mechanics, we probably don't want a dog that's just going to eat us bare, right?
Yeah.
But if we pass on Bodega, the last dog is the one we go with. But let's.
Well, I mean, is he converting? Oh, I was going to say, is he converting all this food into pure raw energy that he can use to sprint at super high speeds?
All right, our final dog is just up ahead. You wait here.
We'll find out.
All right. What if it's like, oh no, this dog specifically?
Slayer?
Dope.
Come on, move closer. We need to show Slayer who's boss.
Get a good look at you.
Of course. Or not.
Never mind. I will stay right here. How does that sound? Looks like you might need some time to get to know me. I get it. Your family did say you're a bit skittish. Are you really afraid of balloons?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being afraid of balloons.
I mean, they're totally rational.
Balloons are dumb.
I think it's just good sense to be afraid of manhole covers. You can fall in. Bad stuff could come out. That's clearly the beginning of the end. Okay, well,
fun fact, Slayer painted his cabin by himself. His owners wouldn't go anywhere within his vicinity.
I suppose knowing when and how to escape when you're afraid of everything is a perfectly fine skill.
What do you think? I guess we'll run when we need to, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just as important to know when to get yourself out of there as it is to know you can handle a challenge. Well, Slayer?
You think we go with this? Oh, I don't have a choice. We are adopting Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer, if you're ready.
Like that was my assumption before we arrived at this point, which is that if you don't
Welcome to the Band Slayer.
Adopt 4 dogs by the end of the thing, you're automatically just forced to adopt the last guy.
The last one? Yeah.
So if you don't adopt 5
Might
dogs.
circle back, but we'll find out.
And you look very much ready for the journey. You might be put in positions that are a bit scary out there. I'm not quite sure what we'll see, but that's what this adventure is for me too. I needed to know what I was actually capable of. If I can handle things out here, I'll be fine for what's back in the city. And I think you'll find you're stronger than you expect.
We haven't even started the game and I'm already in love with this. The visuals remind me a little bit of Telltale's The Walking Dead as well. Do you get that sense as well, like the cel-shaded look almost?
Yeah, I agree. Although it does, you know, and I don't mean to insult Telltale's The Walking Dead in this fashion, but it definitely looks better than those games used to look.
Yeah.
Solely because, you know, the passage of time means that anything that
tools get better
nowadays is going to look, yeah.
All right, we just spent the last half hour just picking dogs, so we're off to a great start.
Also, the one dog that appeared in Telltale's The Walking Dead died real quick. So
yeah, let's not talk about that dog.
And then hop on the sled.
That was really kind of an ingenious section, though, because it was like, no, I haven't been bit by a walker. It's a dog bite, and everyone's really incredulous about it, but it's like, it's not inconceivable that that could happen.
Okay, so we have to make it to the cabin with the red lantern out front. It's not too bad.
So, you're gonna have to take the lead. It's a lot of responsibility looking out for a team, but I think you're ready.
Boy.
You ready to find our new home? Yeah, me too. All right, let's make sure we have.
Oh, God damn it. Get up.
We've got our team. Barkley, Slayer, Stilton, Noodle, and the sled is all ready.
All right,
to go.
looks like we're out of here.
I've packed the bare essentials to get us started, but we're gonna have to live off the land once we get to our cabin, so we might as well start training for that now too, right? 2 pieces of raw meat.
Assuming that's for them, not for me.
Pups can handle the uncooked raw and cold food. The kind we'll also find on the trail. But I'm gonna have to cook that up if I don't want to freeze.
Oh, okay, so that is actually for us.
Hypothermia is not something I'm looking to try.
That's fair.
We'll be able to set up camp once we get properly out on the trail. I scrounged up this old gun and a couple of bullets.
Oh,
I don't
Just in
like
case.
this.
So we'll make do with what we have.
Come on,
I don't
now.
like
We can use
this.
them to
What
hunt or
lives out in the Alaskan wilderness that you'll need a gun for, huh?
It is the wilderness.
She's just
after
being
all.
overly protective.
Bears,
wolves.
moose.
No, we have a bear right here. If a bear appears, I'll just talk him
And
down.
most importantly, we've got one med
Okay.
pack. I should be able to bandage us up if something happens.
Oh, man.
This is, you said this is like Telltale's The
Well, I
Walking
guess
Dead,
we
right?
should
I'd
start.
imagine that if whoever we encounter will just be able to, you know, have a conversation with them and, I didn't realize that now there are like,
We're off.
I was going to say, there are now time limits to our conversations. Now, are you controlling
Not
this?
time limits per se. Somewhat. The dogs are doing their own thing, but I'm sort of just following them at the moment.
Now here, we don't say left and right. We use ha for left and G for right. So, let's go.
I just want to go straight, but I guess for now we'll go a little left.
Ha!
Run into encounters. Encounters have risks, but also bring rewards. You won't survive without exploring, but going into encounters costs hunger. Okay?
Okay.
We have our hunger meter that we have to manage. We have to stop and eat. Otherwise, we might lose our current run. Okay. To the left. Yeah, buddy. Whee!
Hey, those look like birch up ahead. We could use those to start a fire.
Now that you brought up the conversation of bears, I feel like at any moment that the game slows down, we're about to encounter a big old bear.
I did not learn the proper mnemonic devices for tree recognition.
White bark equals birch.
Well, Margot told me to rip off the bark from birch, and only one of these looks to have rippable bark, and the others are supposed to be aspen, I think. They don't burn as well, but they look a lot like birch from afar. I'll consider myself lucky we have both here.
All right, let's take some of this birch bark.
Dear God.
Or not,
You're supposed to be like
which means it's
paper.
not birch.
Come here. Okay, so that works up an appetite. But hey, we're not gonna freeze.
Oh, we lost one segment of our hunger meter, so we will have to eat at some point.
Appetite. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my hunger.
So you can confirm that the map that you can bring up at any point is like randomly generated?
I have no idea. We will find out on a second run if we don't make it past this first one.
Okay.
Should we camp?
Camp yet, or should we keep going?
No, let's keep going. Come on.
All right, we'll keep going.
Do you want to be a
Didn't I say keep going?
Set up a pretty good camp.
I hit the wrong thing. My bad.
To be out of reach of bears, and we can make.
I guess we're gonna cook.
It'll be nice to cook up some food or warm my bones, and of course, I can check on all of you.
Hoppers. Eat meat, fill my hunger meter. Cool. You can use the feed bowl to feed your dogs, filling their energy.
Hell yeah.
And you can sleep. Which, oh, okay. So there's a chance you lose. Oh, so you'll lose out on your maximum capacity if you're too tired. So you have to refill that. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I will. Oh, okay.
A fire would be nice.
Let's start a fire.
Oh, I can't wait to feel the warmth on my face.
I mean, we got that birch. We might as well. Where's the meat?
Oh man, I should have I figured out a way to get Jackie to appear on this stream in some capacity.
Yes, because I'm sure your cat would love these dogs.
I mean, my cat is pretty adventurous. I don't know if I've talked about the story behind my cat's name in the past, but originally she was being fostered by this family that was French, and so they called her Jacques Cartier because they found her to be a very adventurous, like fun-loving cat. And then they realized, oh, she's actually a she, and so they called her Jacqueline. And then when we adopted her, we just shortened that to Jackie.
That's fair.
So yeah,
you can just pet indefinitely. That's nice. Where's Slayer? Slayer needs pets. I
mean, I think that I don't know how much she would actually love dogs if she were to be around them, but I don't know. I've thought, like, should I get a pet for myself in the pandemic, considering that seems what everyone else is doing nowadays. But I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Right.
You were saying?
Yeah, we want to get a dog at some point. We're kind of waiting until we have a bigger place before we do that. But yeah, we're definitely a dog family, not a cat family. Chat, are you guys dog families or cat families? Boy.
I don't want to distract you. Maybe some of these and a bit of a scratch.
Oh, boys. Such good doggos. We have to pet all the doggos before we leave, of course. Yeah. And look, we unlocked an achievement by petting all the doggos.
Nice.
Or like an in-game achievement. All right, I think we've done enough. Let's, can I wonder if I can, like, I guess I'm not putting out the fire. I'm just gonna,
okay. See, I was under the impression that once you set up camp, you would have to basically spend the night, but no, you can totally get back on the trail.
Like it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
but my assumption is that now we have much less meat, basically.
We have no meat, so we got to find some meat.
Right. So everything uses up a resource in some fashion.
Yep. Cool. So we need to find some meat before we camp again.
By the way, I occasionally knock on the desk when I feel like I've said something profound or interesting. If that is actually really annoying, you can let me know.
There's just a creepy abandoned cabin sitting over there.
Saying that to you, Mitch, and the chat.
Find some food there, or are we just not gonna? Let's not deal with that cabin.
Let's sure?
Just keep going.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna find any food up there. It looks pretty. Yeah, that place is abandoned to hell.
I don't know. I've discovered in the past that, like, sometimes you got to make.
You want to go to the right or the left? Let's go to the right this time.
Sure. I've discovered in the past that sometimes you need to make these difficult decisions. So when I played Mass Effect 2 for the first time, I didn't open up Grunt's, like, incubation canister for a really, really, really long period of time, because when they talked about Grunt, they were like, oh man, this could be a really big risk opening this up. I leave this up to you.
Is it worth following? Follow it is.
All right, Noodle. Noodle said follow the eagle. So let's try to kill this eagle.
Yeah. Anyways, I waited a really long time to open up Grunt's canister, and then eventually it's just like, fuck it, let's do it. And then he was on my team. I'm like, oh, why did I even wait to do this, you know?
So should we shoot this bird, even though apparently in the U.S. it's illegal to shoot bald eagles, or we need the meat, or do we just forget about it? What do you think, Kozi?
I've really wondered what an eagle tastes like, to be honest. Let's shoot it. I actually, this will not actually tell me what an eagle
What if someone finds out?
tastes like, but just by...
We can't risk our survival in a rule right now. We'll follow the rules later.
Wait a minute.
I'm holding my breath.
Okay, got it.
I feel like these things have to cross over. Oh, okay, so that'll slow it when it gets... Got it.
We'll apologize later, maybe. I'm worried about us.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, but
But we got the meat.
I don't get it. Are other humans going to show up and be like, oh my god, that's a lot of meat from an eagle?
We're also down to only 2 bullets, so we have to be careful.
Well, I was going to ask, so are humans going to show up randomly and be like, hey man, shouldn't have shot that eagle? Is that going to happen?
We'll find out.
Do the bears moonlight as cops in this wilderness? Are they going to show up?
What's worse than a bear is a bear cop.
Hell yeah.
Is that a moose? Oh, we're totally going to fuck up that moose.
We probably should have...
It's a caribou.
Yeah, I was going to say, we probably should have... Yeah, let's hunt it.
All right. We're running out of bullets, so there must be a better way to... There must be a way to find it.
I mean, my assumption is that those abandoned houses probably contain extra bullets.
Okay, so we'll stop at the next one we find.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, the trigger just slows down that... Oh, no, not quite.
Oof, I'm glad that you didn't shoot at that one instance.
Oh, no.
Damn it!
But you got it in the center. Were you supposed to, like, if you had got it at the very center?
Put you out of your misery,
I have no idea.
But... Or maybe I'll find you again so I can balance things out on my own.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna find that caribou, but we need more bullets now.
Only 1 bullet left. At least we've already got
Yeah,
some food.
we can at least eat when we camp for the night.
Yeah.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Let's be safe out there.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
just worried we're gonna run into a bear and we're only gonna have 1 bullet. And it's getting kind of... Sun's getting kind of low.
Honestly, you know, when you announce...
We're gonna have to...
every time I want to say something, it's always like, oh, we got to do something.
Time to make a choice.
But
look, we're tired. Dang.
I just want to say quickly, you know, when you announced that you wanted to play this game on stream and you invited for me to help commentate on it, I was like, part of me, like, wanted the experience of playing this game by myself first. But, I mean, this game is, like, it's enough of a, you know, like you said, The Walking Dead-esque experience that I'm totally fine playing it in this capacity.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's just living his life. He seems unperturbed by us, pups. Chomper, you, on the other hand, seem very perturbed. Is this your nemesis? Wait, did it just wink?
All right, let's let Chomper go for it.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I didn't want to use another bullet.
Chomper, you downed it in 1 gulp. Okay, fine.
I mean...
I'm proud of you. Now let's take that full belly back on the trail. Come on.
So Chomper has now got a prey drive for squirrels.
Chomper, do you mind not releasing everyone all the time?
Okay, we are running low on food. We need to camp. Next
All
chance
right.
we get. Please find a camp, guys.
Have people...
We're tired.
I was going to ask, have people online described this game as being particularly hard? We know that it's not very long, but...
I haven't read up a lot about it, to be honest. I haven't checked out reviews.
Look at that.
We can't. We don't have time.
What the... That doesn't look like an elk. That looks like the freaking chupacabra.
Don't worry, Slayer. We don't need to face
Am I
the
wrong?
yet. We're just getting
No, it
started.
looks like an elk,
To rip
but
the bandage off and
we
leave.
really need a camp.
So actually, I've never realized that.
Okay, so Slayer doesn't like elk. We need a camp.
Ha!
This isn't great. Not great. That better be a camp in the distance there. Please be a camp.
What's going on up there, Stilton? What
Nope.
was that?
Those aren't. Nope.
Leave it. Mush
Nope.
on.
We need camp. We can't stop or we're going to be too hungry to move on.
For a second, I thought, like, is that red marker over there the red gleaming eyes of some sort of unknown monstrosity?
We might not make it, Kozi. The dog. Look at the dog's hunger. Dang. I want to hit that caribou, but we
On
can't.
by.
Can't do it. We need a camp. Really, really bad for these dogs. Oh no.
Let's go. Ha!
Oh.
You okay,
No, they're
Pops?
not.
I pushed you too hard, haven't I? It's okay. We're done.
Okay, so you automatically you just
Done?
camp when
Dogs are out of energy. I think that's the end of that run. Yep.
Oh.
A nightmare.
Oh, good. It was only a nightmare,
Okay,
Kozi.
Well, at least I have an idea.
It's like what was that one game that Alex Ballant was really into that came out earlier this year?
Plan ahead.
The one where you're like
For this. I know what
Halo?
you're wary of.
no. The other one where it's like an indie game and you're like you visit a psychologist in between missions and every bad run is actually just something that you imagined.
Oh, you're talking about Halo.
No, not
No,
that
you're
one.
talking about Katana Zero, but I'm
Yes, Katana Zero. I was going to say, this is just like Katana Zero, where whenever you die, it's like, no, I'm not dead. That was just me imagining a bad run that ended in my death. Now I'm going to avoid the mistake that I made in that imagination and succeed in this mission.
Yeah, because that had a lot of like timey-wimey mechanics. It was a great game.
Yeah. But wait, hold on. Is that
Yeah, that to my top 10 of this top 10 list for this year.
actually what's happening here? Because at the top right of the screen, it shows that your hunger and dog energy meters are both kind of depleted.
I'm assuming those just haven't reset yet.
Oh, okay.
But this is interesting actually. So as you do more runs, you'll change your packing list.
Oh.
So you'll start runs with more resources, which is neat.
Oh.
It's like if I've never met a tree I didn't like. Felt small out on the plain. Successfully identified a birch tree and loved to pet my pups. Of course we do. Let's not talk about the bald. I have to finish what I started with that caribou. Okay. Oh, see, look. So now we're starting the run with 4 bullets and 3 food. So that's good.
Okay, well, I appreciate how like certain achievements and pieces of information pass over to the next run.
I like how it's tied to the packing list for subsequent runs. Hi, Fran, Loki, Mike. How are you today? How is your Saturday treating you? We're dog sledding today. All right.
So what do you say?
Let's do it again. Back at it like a bad habit.
Is it possible that her knowing what happened the previous time around is somehow tied into her mutant superpower?
Definitely tied into her mutant superpower.
I'm feeling good about
Oh,
this.
so you do the run with the same dogs too.
Mush on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like these dogs, so that's okay by me.
I was going to say, I didn't think that they would have you go through the whole dog selection thing again.
It doesn't look like the map here changes, Kozi, but I feel like the encounters probably do.
I see. Also, am I correct in assuming that like your well, you make the selection first. What I was going to say on the map, my assumption is that the dog sled thing always moves like from left to right, like it doesn't swerve around anything.
I mean, unless you went really far to the left and around those mountains, maybe.
See that? It's a caribou.
Do we do it? Yeah, we gotta do it. Mike, I cannot wait to play games tonight with you either. If you guys don't know, Mike is going to be streaming for the last time for a while, I think, tonight. And we're going to play some Jackbox, and it's going to be so much fun.
Again?
Mike, we are playing this on the Epic Games Store, but it is also available on the Switch. Came out this week on both.
Put you out of your misery, I guess.
Thank you again to Pop Agenda for providing us with these codes.
Hell yeah.
We will have to find that caribou later now that we have that extra bullet.
Out on my own.
But we still got the food.
You pups do okay? 3 bullets left.
Mike, are we going to be playing that new Jackbox on stream? Because that'll be fun. I have not played that yet. Come on, dogs, get up. Y'all lazy butts.
So I'm going to be hosting a movie night in another Discord server I'm a part of.
Oh, nice. Is it Comedy Button?
Yep. It's
nice.
So we're actually going to be watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids because we're trying to test out Teleparty, which is the evolution of Netflix Party that now allows you to watch movies together on Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max in addition to Netflix. I'd love it if we could watch Borat 2 together, but unfortunately Amazon Prime is not part of Teleparty services.
Yeah, we're definitely going to watch that this weekend at some point. I wanted to ask you, Kozi, though, but so that movie's on Disney Plus, right?
Borat 2?
No.
Oh, Honey, yes. Yes, it is on Disney Plus. That's where we're watching
Disney Plus has its own native watch party feature now as well.
Dear
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah, so you may not have to use a plugin.
Paper. Come here.
But I mean, if you want to keep things consistent, you could.
Okay, so that was
Yeah,
intense.
I'd rather. The whole point of this party is to test out teleparty, so I think we're going to stick to that.
Sled, pups.
Yeah, sounds good.
Start a fire at camp.
Sounds like a fun time.
All right.
It's a movie I haven't seen in a long time, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I know
So-
my wife wants to watch the Halloween Town movies leading up to Halloween, so we probably will watch one of those tonight before playing games with Mike, but left or right, Kozi? Here, ha or G?
Ha.
We going ha?
Now, she said right there that now she had that birch wood that she could start a fire. Is the reason why we were not starting a fire on a previous runs and setting up camp because we did not have any birch
What do
wood?
you think, pups?
No, we had birch, we just didn't find a camp.
Okay.
Okay. We should be able to make this shot. I think.
Gotta say, it's pretty small, but knowing this woman's mutant superpower, she'll probably be able to extract the meat and double its size.
Two pieces of meat from that.
Hey, look what I found.
But we really need a camp because I'm hungry.
We're all ready to go.
We're gonna have to eat a couple of those when we get to our camp.
Starving.
The dogs will probably take another couple, but let's go.
All right, we got. Let's go,
We
Chopper.
really need a camp now, Chomper. Or Noodle, if you know where there's a camp, get us to a camp.
I'm feeling a little weak, pups.
Oh, we didn't make it.
It's getting dark, right? I'll just rest my eyes. Keep on running, pups.
And we starved. That was quick.
This game is more challenging than it initially lets on.
Everything takes so
Yeah.
much effort. I
But at
have
least
to
it's
keep
not
myself fed
graphic,
if I wanna do
which
it.
would have really hurt
I
me.
need to keep an eye on all of us. So what do you say?
Let's go.
So let's go.
I wonder if our journal updated at all.
Where did she say this cabin is again? Let's get out
Let's
there.
get at her.
Mush on.
We really need to find a camp early this time and just eat everything we have. I didn't think food management was going to be what would do me in twice.
I wish there were some way to know when you made the decision to go right or left. Like, all right, if I go left, there's a possibility of me finding a camp here. If I go right, there's a possibility of me finding X, Y, and Z here.
I think maybe we just have to do less this time.
Gee.
Because I think that was the problem, is I was doing too much stuff, and I think your hunger goes down every time you partake in an activity.
Right.
And every check mark you pass brings down one of the dog's hunger meters. So I think
Looks like we've got a chance at a
we
meal,
probably
pups.
need that.
Do we want to try to hunt it?
And we can pass on future ones, yeah. Yeah, let's hunt this deer.
Now, again, do we think that the issue is that we need to have the wisp closer to the center of the circle?
Hey, perfect.
Doesn't
shot.
look like it.
Which is good, because I'm getting lightheaded.
Didn't even
No
slow
one
that
else
one
is
down.
tonight. God, that's a terrible thought.
Pro gamer moves right here.
Why
On
did
press
I
Hell
one.
do
yeah.
that in reality?
Hell yeah.
At least I feel properly alive.
All right. Oh, 3 pieces of meat there. That was clutch.
That was a good diversion.
But we definitely need a camp.
Another meal ready to go. 3 bullets. Let's go, Chomper.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Kozi, but I'm really liking this is, for a game that is scary and you are dying a lot in the Alaskan wilderness, it is very chill. We're not doing the caribou this time. Forget that. Or actually,
Oh, you
there was something about petting a caribou.
It's a caribou.
Let's pet the caribou.
Okay.
This is when we whisper, right?
Gotta say, it's impressive that a game like this that features so much, like, so many things that are considered mimetic and popular in games nowadays still manages to feel fairly original. It's got Ashley
Yeah.
Birch, it's got petting dogs, it's got roguelike survival elements, it's got hunger meters, and yet I didn't initially think, oh man, this game's just a pastiche of existing tropes and memes with no soul of its own. It's very much got a
Yeah.
soul of its own.
Yeah, it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's very much a product of
What's going on up there, Stilton? What is that?
what is what? What is what? Nah, we running.
Leave it. Mush on.
We have enough meat. We need a camp.
You were saying?
It is very much a product of its environment. So, like, the game's vibe is very much driven by the fact you're in the Alaskan wilderness. You've got these dogs. It's very, very serene.
Okay, so there's just a creepy abandoned cabin.
All right, Mitch. It's time to open up Grunt's canister.
I doubt they can hear us. Do we check it out?
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe we can camp up here too.
Do I knock? I should knock, right?
And cue the bear.
Great. I found snow.
So there was nothing there.
Oh, she didn't even look inside the dresser.
I know, like.
Let's go, Chomper.
Gaming 101 is check inside every drawer. That sucks. We really need a camp or we're gonna die again.
You can tell that this woman only played Donkey Kong Country and nothing else. She was handed a copy of Fallout 3 and she's like, nah, not gonna bother.
Mike, I'm just gonna say, if you don't get enough to justify buying the new Jackbox, I'll buy it.
Rabbit's supposed to be
No, because we need a camp.
Go do your thing, Bun.
Yeah, I know we're tired. We need camp. Really, really bad. I don't think we're gonna survive this one, Kozi. We hit another mile marker, these dogs are done.
Is that a
Oh no.
skunk? Oh, I feel like the smell is sticking to me. Stilton, why did we follow it? Oh, you were hungry. You feeling better?
Oh, that's
Oh shit!
Well, let's get back out there.
That was actually pretty timely. Gotta listen to your dogs, man.
Chomper, do you mind not really?
But now we're pretty hungry.
Even though I'm gonna die. We're at the next mile marker. That's gonna do it for this run.
Let's go. Ha!
Yep.
I'm feeling a little.
And we're out.
Whew. Wow, this game is the Dark Souls of dog mushing games.
Stomach.
This is definitely the Dark Souls of dog mushing games.
So let's go. Let's get out there and live wildly. Live the life that feels true to us.
I wonder what would happen if you just went left. Would you end up back at the start?
Right. The cabin.
We'll find out.
Let's go find our new home. Mush on.
I'm wondering if it is all procedurally generated or if we remembered the track, like the path we took, we would be able to find like the camp again. But I don't remember which way we went.
Yeah, I don't.
Fork in the road. Ha!
It's currently, we've been playing the game for about an hour. Well, I mean, a little bit less than an hour because we didn't start right at 3.
Plus, we had the dog picking to do. We're not doing that this time.
Wait, is that
Nope.
a caribou? On by.
Did that seem familiar to you?
I do remember us running into the caribou first on that first run, so let's see. Because I think if I remember correctly, we went left and then right, and then the camp was on that second segment. So we'll try it, see what happens.
Hey, those look like birch up ahead. We can
Dude,
use those
it's
to
the same
fire.
because we did the birch that first time too.
Ooh.
Are you both?
So we're on the same. I think we're on the same path.
Devices for
Let's grab some more birch bark, so we're not going to run out after that first campfire. But then we need to find another camp, like real bad.
Dear God.
Like after that first one that we found the first time.
Keeper, come here. Okay, so that works up an appetite. But
It
hey,
would be
we're not
nice
there
if like the map kind of laid out. Okay, these are what we did on previous runs, so you know how to get back to those points.
This birch will really.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
But I understand like the exploratory nature of this, of not giving you that tip. Plus, we assumed it was procedurally generated, which it looks like it may not be. We definitely went right
Gee.
on that first run. So we'll see if we run into a camp, then it's the same. So this will be like our start every time so we can fill up on food and everything. Hopefully it is.
Oh, great. Great. A squirrel.
Oh, Chomper needs that squirrel, right?
You love them, but just try to ignore it.
He sees it. Gotta make Chomper happy.
See, he's just living his life. He seems Chomper, you on the... Wait, did it just...
Definitely winked.
Oh. Oh, no. Chomper, you downed it in one gulp. Okay. Fine.
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
Got that belly back. That helps. Now we don't have to feed him.
You know, Chomp... Ready to go?
But we need to feed us. Okay, so it's not quite the same, because I don't... Maybe we saw the squirrel the first time and we just ignored it?
Maybe there are certain events that happen along the way that are procedurally generated, but the actual path is, like, fixed.
Maybe. Probably would have been good to do research into that.
I wonder if, like, the path, like, the seed of the path that is generated every time that you start a new game is the same.
I didn't want to do that.
No. I was going to say, like, maybe, like, the path itself is... like randomly generated whenever you start up the game for the first time, and then but like certain small little random events can happen randomly along the way.
Yeah, we're not going to make it again because I tried to skip that, but it didn't click down enough, I guess.
Oh no.
So we're not gonna make this run.
I guess I'm gonna have to get you stating all the parts I never wanted to. Who would have thought I'd expand my palate out here? Well, besides the meat, with a side of meat. And a news boucher.
By the way, those who are watching the stream right now, what do you think about the current layout that I'm using? Because I realize that compared to some other streamers, there is a lot of wasted space with regards to how much of the game that we're showing. Like, one thing that I could have done is I could have made it so that almost the entirety of the screen is taken up by the game view, and our heads are like in the left and right corners. But
I think that would work. You could still leave a little bit of the border to see a little bit of the overlay behind it, but I would probably stretch that out to be more of the screen.
Yeah, so the reason why I didn't initially design it like that is because I was designing it with like many more people in mind, and like when you have like 4 or 5 heads in, you're taking up a lot of space if you do it that way. But if it's just the two of us, if it's just the two of us, I mean, it might be better.
Just the two of us.
Right.
We can make it, but we die. Just the two of us.
I think we're ready to go. Mush
Sorry,
on.
I got distracted. Let's mush.
All right.
This is nice. This is a nice way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
Hell yeah.
Just out in Alaska. Just chilling. I got a beer.
Let's go. Jay!
Cannot complain. Oh shit.
Hey, those look like birch up ahead. We could use those to start a fire.
We'll need at least one extra birch if we do find a campfire. So
I did not learn this well, and the other I'll consider myself.
let's at least grab one. Grab one food source, and then just pray we find a camp.
You're supposed to be like paper. Come here. Okay, so that works up an appetite. But hey, we're not gonna.
Preferably a beer. Not beer.
I'm back.
A deer or something larger like that.
This birch will really help.
But we'll have to wait and see what we're able to scrounge up on the trail. Is that a deer or a caribou? Looks like a caribou. Can't do it.
Aren't you? It's okay, Pops.
No, you don't. We're gonna leave it.
Noodle, you really are.
Yep, time to make hard decisions. You know,
it's us or like it's the difference between making it and not making it.
Let's go.
I often forget about the existence of the deer Pokemon, Deerling and Sawsbuck. And it's too bad.
Did they just put those in Pokemon Go?
They did, yes. And it's too bad because I actually like those Pokemon a lot.
What do you think, Pops?
But so like here's the thing. I know that you're very fond of the black and white games, Mitch, and I don't.
I am.
I don't dislike them. There's no Pokemon game that I dislike, but I feel like their decision with that game to make it exclusively a generation entirely of new Pokemon while really cool conceptually, I think resulted in there being just a few too many Pokemon for me to remember from that gen.
Wait.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, I'll think back on, like, X and Y or Sun and Moon, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I can more or less remember all of the Pokemon that came out those gens, because there's like 60 or 70. But when it comes to Black and White, I'm like, there are like 150 of these guys, and some of them are pretty memorable, some of them feel a little bit redundant. And then some of them are like Deerling and Sawsbuck, where I like them, but I forget about them because there's so many other things to remember.
I've never seen an owl this close before. So, what omen do you portend, huh?
Sorry if...
So wait, we're allowed to kill the eagle, but not the owl?
Go back. We haven't done anything yet. If I go back now, I'll have failed. Again. And Chomper is ready to run. He's hungry for competition among...
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Black and White is I like the idea that, like, not every Pokemon's going to be a hit.
Right? Stop corncob biting the gang line! Double wrap the gang line near Chomper.
But I am... What the hell?
Oh, was
Did it
that
just
a gift?
puke? Yeah, let's inspect it. Watch be a bullet or something.
I mean, who knows?
Bones, bones, bones. Right. It's just full of bones. At least someone's eating well.
It ain't us, because apparently you have to find a campfire before you can eat.
Thanks for waiting, pups.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make it on this run either. Yeah, the thing with me with Pokemon Black and White is I just love the story they told. And the fact they did it with Pokemon that I was not familiar with because they were all new was something novel and not something we'd seen since, well, I mean, Ruby and Sapphire to an extent, but really since the original games, right?
Right.
We're not messing with no caribou. We need to eat. I wish there was a better way to be able to track camps in this game. This is tough.
How soon do you want me to go looking online for tips? Because that is an option to us, obviously, but I don't want to, you know, do
if you
so
want to do some tip hunting,
so.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Because
what is that?
actually, they probably could have eaten that. I should have let them do that.
Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry, puppers. You ate it this time before I did.
Fork in the road.
It doesn't matter where we go because we're not going to make it.
Let's take a break.
Dog's starved.
We're okay. We're all okay. I'll make sure to feed you. So what do you say?
I want to feed them. I can't find anywhere to do it.
Let's get out there and
Unless
run
we,
wildly.
if we went back and got a
Life
different
feels
dog
true to
pack,
us.
maybe one of them could track camps. I don't know. I think that's just part of the challenge, right? It's just
right.
understanding, I don't know, stuff and things.
Ready to set out on our adventure to a new home?
Let's do it. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm always a fan of more wayfinding than less, but I understand I'm not doing it because of the type of game it is. I still really like this. It's a nice little serene experience. Like, this would be a great podcast game. Of just, you're doing run, like, these kind of games have always been good podcast games for me. Things like Hades or Rogue Legacy, games like that, because it's just like, the loop is so repetitive, I can just put something else on and just repeat that loop. Kind of like with Avengers before I stopped playing Avengers.
Is there a squirrel up there? Why is it running so?
Oh, it's a weasel.
Oh, it's a weasel.
Let's check out the weasel. Why not?
Where did it go? I can only see a tree.
Which means it climbed the tree. Oh, it's so cute. Let's shoot it.
Ah, there you are. You're not very good at hiding.
I'm reading this article from the Tech Times on tips to get through the game, but it's like super general information.
You did that on purpose.
Dang you, weasel.
Let's see.
Hey, pups. 3 bullets left.
That sucks.
Let's get back out there.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of like. There doesn't seem to be a lot of guides and tips right now.
I think it is just sort of hope for the best.
I mean, there are like a few reviews, obviously.
I'm just wondering where the camps are more likely to be.
If you want, I'll read a couple of reviews. I won't like tell you what their verdicts are, but if I find any pieces of information in them that we can use to help better survive, I will relay them to you.
Oh God.
Oh, come on, I got it.
One more should do the trick.
No, we gotta shoot it.
We can't miss again. You can't.
What? Okay, thank goodness.
That's what we needed.
Sucks that I had to use 2 bullets there, but we needed the food.
The way it dropped, it was like it survived.
I didn't
but
think it
God
was gonna drop. Yeah.
Well, God was like, nope, you have to die, and he just touched his finger on its forehead, and it instantly dropped. All right.
You do your reading. I'm gonna keep mushing. Generally, though, what are reviews looking like for this game? Like, is it reviewing generally well? Because I really like this.
Fork in the road. Where to?
Hold on a sec. I only have 1 review pulled up.
Okay. Another cabin. We're gonna have to check it out.
Okay, well, this is interesting. So the first review that popped up was from PC Invasion, and PC Invasion gave the game a 4.5 out of 10. Now, hold on. Next review that popped up, Destructed.com, gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And the sixth axis gave it a 9 out of 10. So
yeah, I think anywhere from a 7 to 9 is a...
This game is kind of all over the spectrum.
That's not a stuffed bear.
Broken things.
That's not a stuffed bear. Move. Move. It's not stuffed. Not stuffed.
Not stuffed.
Move. Oh, jeez.
My coat. My arm.
That was...
I shouldn't have...
Okay.
Ready to go?
That was a bear. And we're not going to make it to camp. So, go us. Camp?
Yeah, the game, so on Metacritic, and obviously Metacritic is a website that has its own biases and issues, so it can't be taken as a perfect representation of a game's value, but Metacritic has the game at a 67 average right now.
Huh. I figured it would be higher. But I can see people having, struggling with the mechanics.
Yeah, also Metacritic does not have all of the reviews that I mentioned earlier. Like, it doesn't have the 90 review from the sixth axis, so...
Right.
That will change over time with certainty.
Oh, did you see that? A bald eagle.
No, Chomper. I don't think you can jump that high. What do you pups think?
We gotta leave it alone. Noodle, find us a camp, or we're all gonna starve.
Oh, great. A squirrel. Please don't see it, Chomper. I know you love them, but just try to ignore it. He sees it.
At least it'll recover some of his hunger. But if it messes with my hunger, we're not going to make it to a camp.
Chomper, you, on the other hand, seem very perturbed. Is this your nemesis? Wait, did it just wink? Oh. Oh, no. Chomper! Okay, fine. Let's take that full belly back.
Did I lose any hunger on that encounter? Yes, I did. That's great.
Why did I go out there? I think we're done here.
Well, I don't think we're making it to camp.
Have we, how many camps have we encountered on our miscellaneous? One.
We've encountered one camp in 5 runs.
Is there not some mechanic that we can take advantage of to automatically set up a camp?
I don't think so.
Hold on. I've not actually read many of the reviews since we started talking about them, so let me read some of them.
Okay. Yeah, you read. We got more wood, which is good, but we need more camp.
So what do you say?
Interesting. So this is just a sentence from the Destructoid review. If you've read Timberline Studios' description of the Red Lantern as a story-driven, roguelike survival game, and are not quite sure what they mean by that, what they're basically saying is it's the Oregon Trail, but in Alaska. That's why this game is so hard.
That's pretty accurate, if I'm being completely honest.
Let's go.
And hello, Batchild. How are you doing on this fine Saturday? Thank you for joining us here.
Yes, thank you very much.
YYZ. And if you want to drop !Smash in the chat, we're actually planning a Smash tournament with some friends worth all of the proceeds of that going to both the prize pool as well as being donated to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
Hell yeah.
Kozi, if you want to drop that in the chat.
Oh, I can only see a tree. Ah, there you are. You're not very good at hiding.
Ooh, Bat, if he dropped it in your Discord, I'm 100% gonna give that a read.
Pups haven't learned to climb yet, so you're safe.
Or Kozi, if you wanna check out dual screens, it looks like our friend Perger reviewed this for dual screens. If you want to take a look, but yeah, we're loving it.
All right.
It's difficult as hell. I'm having issues with finding camps currently. Resourcing has been no issue, but I can't find a way to use them. But we'll get there. We're gonna get across the Alaska wilderness together, right, pups?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you pups see that?
I still don't think we're ready to deal with the caribou.
Why is it? I keep trying to look up dual screens with an E in Google, but I can't find the website.
Let's go.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Batchild, if you have a link to dual screens that you could drop, there we go.
There it is. Thanks, Bat. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. All right, I'm trying something different this time. There's a little bit you can do with the left stick here, but it's not doing a ton.
Just try to ignore it.
Yeah, if Chomper's gonna chase it, we're gonna go for it. They need that food anyway.
See, he's just living his life. He seems
I just wasn't sure right away, Batchild, if we disabled links in the stream chat from viewers, but looks like you're all good. All right, Chomper, it's all yours.
Oh no.
All right.
Chomper.
The Red Lantern Review by Taylor Allen.
You don't have to read the whole thing.
Chomper.
I'll just read the first sentence or so.
Bat, I'm glad you went for it. I know we've been playing around with our chatbot, so I was just concerned you'd do it and then it would like time you out or something. I was worried. I didn't want you to get timed out, bud. But yeah, go for it, Kozi. Let's hear a bit of what Perger has to say about the Red Lantern.
Hell yeah. As you first start up the Red Lantern, you immediately get a sense of adventure, driven through a snowy Alaskan night and chatting with your faithful sidekick, a white and gray husky named Chomper. You begin to understand what stands before you. The Musher, our spunky, unnamed 20-something protagonist, has decided to drop the hustle and bustle of life in San Francisco in favor of leading a team of sled dogs in the Alaskan bush.
Let's go.
We haven't been having luck going in behind those mountains, so let's head away from them. Yeah, I know, we're tired. We need to sleep. We need a camp.
What's going on up there? Still.
Tim, I've read a lot of reviews, and I still do not have any tips on how to win good at this game. Yeah.
We got to get good, Kozi. It's funny, too, because there is not a lot of control to this game. Like, I'm more or less hands-off, other than, like, the shooting parts, which is actually kind of... It's pretty chill. I like it. These dogs need some food.
Looks like we've got a chance at a meal.
Yeah, we need it. That is very good to know, Bat. I didn't know that.
What did you just post?
Apparently, the flag markers will be indicators as to which direction to go.
Hey,
really?
Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm getting lightheaded. No one has to stop tonight.
That is good to know for subsequent runs. If only maybe it's in the guidebook or something.
I don't want to be needlessly critical of this game, but part of me feels like at some point Ashley Birch's character should have made some sort of remark to the effect of like, hey, there's a red marker over there. I'm pretty sure that indicates the location of a camp or something like that. Yeah, am I being...
We found a camp! We found a camp, everybody!
Do you think I'm being too much of a baby making that criticism, or do you think that's fair?
No, I think we're just babies when it comes to survival games.
Birch bark works wonders for starting a fight.
But that's okay, because we found a camp.
Actually, I mean, that's a good point,
everybody.
Right? Like, in the Alaskan bush, do they use markers like that to indicate actual camps in real life? Is maybe our issue, right, is that we just have not been to the Alaskan bush, and so we don't know the customs and, you know...
This. Go back.
What
Need to feed the dogs.
Food time. Chow down, pups.
Oh, they eat a lot more food than I do. Yeah, we'll get good at knowing the things we don't know. It's fine. You'll learn as you go. That's the whole idea of games like this, is you don't know enough, and eventually it kind of comes to you. Or I just Google it later and find out what the flag markers mean. But either way, I'm really enjoying this. I'm also really enjoying this Pretty River lagered ale that I got from the brewery up in Collingwood near where we honeymooned. It's been sitting in my fridge since our honeymoon, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, a buddy of my dad's actually he's one of the owners of that brewery. He quit the job he had in the city and moved up to Collingwood and started a brewery.
You seem to really be coming into your own.
Yeah, like a little more structure would be fine, but I was saying to Kozi earlier before you joined us, this is a perfect podcast game of I've got some stuff to listen to. I want to catch up on some stuff. I'm like 4 weeks behind on the Press YYZ podcast, which if you want updates on when that comes out, Kozi, if you could drop !social in the chat. We usually post when we're going live, when episodes go up on podcast services. The link tree is there. So if you haven't, be sure to follow, hit that bell to find out when we go live here, and find out when episodes go live via Twitter or Linktree. Find your podcast service of choice. It's all in there. If you've got Apple Podcasts, a 5-star review in there means the world to us, and we definitely appreciate that. We're going to try to do more of these first impressions, let's plays, things like that on Twitch, and we're actually working on our YouTube channel a bit. So we're going to get this stuff, hopefully, over there for y'all to consume as well. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. The YouTube channel, by the way, is like 99.99% set up at this point. We're basically ready to go live with it. It's just
I already
we need to figure out a couple of things behind the scenes, and then we'll be sure to share it with you.
We are very excited to get that one up to the point where we can what's it called? I used all my food there, so we're gonna have to find food tomorrow, but we gotta sleep.
I'm sure my stomach will be grumbling by morning. The dogs will be energized. Well, shall we go to sleep?
Wait, the dogs are going to get energy back by sleeping, but I'm going to lose energy by sleeping? That's good to know.
All right. Everyone feeling
okay? Nothing changed for either of us. So that's fine. We have no food left, so we are leaving.
Get back on the trail?
Yeah, no, some fun times ahead, especially with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Series S around the corner. We want to be right in the middle of covering those things on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. We've got our Instagram now at instagram.com/PressYYZ. So check us out over there. We're gonna try to be better. We were running on the frozen lake. That's not good. Who's falling in it? I hope it's not me.
I don't want to spoil them, but apparently there's some pretty interesting permanent unlocks that you can get.
Oh, I can't fish
throughout the game.
Let's keep going.
So
really? Okay,
my assumption, and I this is not something that I've like specifically read and reviewed yet, but my assumption is that there's probably a fishing pole that we can get somewhere out in the wilderness that will allow us to fish. And
that's my assumption, because that option was not selectable.
And if we find that fishing pole and we die,
that could have smashed the river wide open. I bet there's a good spot to fish over
It didn't let me select it.
Bad we did not grab our fishing pole.
What I was going to say is, when we find the fishing pole out in the wilderness, we'll be able to carry that over to subsequent runs, basically.
Cool. It might have been bad, but it wouldn't let me select on it. So, yeah. See, I wish there was a way to there was a thing that came up of which what markers did what in the tutorial, but there's no way to pull that back up.
I mean, we're still
because that would be good.
And just have to make it past some more trees.
Oh, okay.
Snow, probably some more snow.
I can shift my way with the shoulder buttons as well. That's nice as composed to the left analog stick.
Even move as one. I am very impressed with your sled dog.
There we go.
Chomper, you've truly unlocked your prey drive. We might already be out of food, but I'm sure.
Yeah, we need some food.
And it's been really nice not seeing any other people. It's just us in the world. I didn't expect to talk out loud this much, but we're really doing this. I'm becoming a musher, like a real one. I think Margot would be proud.
Ooh, Margot.
She gave us her old cabin and
oh, interesting. So
yeah,
maybe Margot,
the one that we got gifted the cabin from, which is where we're heading now.
And I'm assuming she probably trained her in the ways of mushing.
I don't think so. I think you're a novice here.
Oh,
Let's rest.
I mean, we have no food, so why would we rest?
that's a good
Can't.
point. You probably don't, like, do you need a license to mush?
Or two.
I don't think so. I don't know. Honestly, Batchild, if I was playing this alone, I'd be talking to myself a lot more. That's why I'm glad Kozi is here. Because me just talk, I mean, it'd make a good stream game of me talking to myself.
Oh, hey, a little wolf friend.
We have bullets.
Okay, you can stay over there. We don't mind. Mush, mush.
Yay, puppers! No puppers! Get them!
Barkley! We've got to do something. Just stay back, Barkley. It's okay. We've got this.
Oh, we're 100% shooting this wolf.
Hell yeah.
Steady, steady. You have to help Barkley.
There we go. Get them!
Well, that was like perfect.
Bang!
You did
And we
real
got some
good,
food
buddy.
there.
Hell yeah, wolf
The dogs
meat.
are tired, which is not good.
Fun fact:
Yeah, I see you there.
if you eat the wolf, you gain the wolf's powers.
But he gets belly rubs for being a good boy.
It's a unique property of wolf meat that is shared by no other meat in the world.
Okay? I'm gonna try to heal you up.
I mean, is it cannibalism? Oh no, we're one dog
I
down.
need to run right now.
Oh, that's probably why the meter reduced the way it did. We have to patch him up before
Another
we
meal,
can
ready
get
to go.
going again, which is fine because we have our med pack,
Okay,
our med
at
kit.
least we've got 2 bullets.
But we got to find another place to
down
camp, and
here.
we just left a camp, so this is going to be difficult. I'm worried.
I'm assuming that like you kind of, whenever you encounter a new camp, you kind of got to take the chance to rest up, huh?
Going to plan.
I think so, yeah. Honestly, Bat, I was saying this earlier. This is like the art direction reminds me of The Walking Dead from Telltale, but it's way, honestly, like from a technical perspective, it's way better executed. Where the game performs really well, especially on this beefy PC we're playing it on.
Yeah. So I want to say,
Find a way.
I appreciate that the like whole tone of the game is beginning to change. The sky up above is becoming a little bit more red with dread. The music itself is
Yeah.
becoming more tense. Our protagonist here is, you know, kind of reflecting on the direness of the situation now a lot more. Where are we on the map?
Yeah. We're about halfway there.
Okay. So we actually are not going exactly in a straight line.
All right. I'm hoping that they can chomp on this because they need it more than I do.
Oh, I don't think so.
So, like,
Let's find out.
Or... Right, you have no idea what I'm saying. Kind of feels like you're judging me.
I don't want to shoot at them though because I mean, you know what? If we find a camp, I'll need the food.
We all gotta eat. Oh, perfect.
We definitely need some bullets.
Look what I found. Another meal. Yeah, I should figure only one. At
We
least
need a
got
camp
it.
real bad.
Let's get back out there.
All right, come on, guys. So I'm wondering then, Batchild, do you think it's the flag being on the left or the right tells you which direction to go? In which case, that would be super useful.
Let's go.
I don't see a flag. I repeat, I see no flag. So that's unfortunate.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that I saw a
right,
flag,
already
but it
done.
was actually some particulate in the atmosphere.
Okay. Batchild, you also missed it.
Chomper, it's not a long squirrel.
We turned on the setting that the dogs cannot die because I would not be able to live with that.
No, wait, hold on. She said it was a weasel. Don't we want the dog to eat?
The dog won't chase the weasel. He only chases squirrels.
Oh, yeah.
can try.
Got it. No. Let's leave it.
All right, let's just leave it.
Come on, Chomper, let's go.
But they're not going to make it to the next flag. Oh no, he's going after it anyway.
All right.
There's nothing here, buddy. You can't just take us to chase down whatever you want. Leaders have to think about what's best for
Oh,
everyone.
since we chased that squirrel early. Oh, we got it.
Oh,
Okay then. I didn't realize one squirrel hunt was going to release such a single-minded creature.
But I mean, he ate.
I'm good at this, but also you don't have to.
all
do it.
right.
That's good.
Come on.
That actually really helps. Hopefully,
The
we can
game
find
is
another
looking out for
camp.
us.
Yeah. Way to look out, Chomper.
Chomper, do you mind not releasing everyone all the time? Ready to go?
Yo, Chomper knows what's up. But we also have Slayer, who is without a doubt my favorite. just because he's moody and his doghouse was painted up to be super emo, and I'm all about that.
I like that about Slayer a lot as well, but the thing about Slayer is I feel like we haven't had many Slayer moments throughout our adventure thus far. Am I wrong about that?
We haven't had many Slayer moments, no. We've got a flag here. So we'll go to the right and hope for the best.
Jay!
Yo, Chomper is all about that squirrel life, though, which I am down for. Please, please be a king.
Hold on a quick second.
There's another flag.
I don't know if I'll ever feel comfortable running on top of water. Doesn't look like you pups like.
Wait a minute. I just realized on stream right now, both of our faces, for whatever reason, are hidden.
Oh, no.
I'm curious, for those of you who have been watching it on stream, how long have our faces been hidden? Because if it's been a while, I am very sorry about that.
We'll just rest here, pups.
Uh-oh.
It'll be
About 8 minutes. All right. Thanks, Bat.
I don't know
Thank God that was just
how that happened.
Make sure to
No.
I suppose.
It's all good. It happens. All right.
I mean,
we didn't make it through that run, but that was a good run. We made it about halfway.
I'll make note of it. I mean, here's the thing. It's not like that caused people to drop off. We've been pretty concurrently strong at 5 or so viewers for the past little while, so.
And we appreciate all of you for hanging out with us on a Saturday afternoon while we check out, we give a first look at the Red Lantern. Available now on the Epic Games Store and the Nintendo Switch. Full disclosure, code provided by Pop Agenda, developed by Timberline Studios, and we're having a blast. It's very zen, and I'm very much about that right now.
While I don't know exactly what caused our two heads to disappear, I suspect what happened is, so basically I make it so that when I press a certain key combination, any combination of heads that are currently on screen will descend downwards. And I suspect that probably what happened is at some point I was typing somewhere on the internet and I accidentally activated that key combination.
Looks like we've got a chance.
It was probably when you were looking for reviews.
Yeah, so I intentionally make the key combinations like pretty esoteric. Like I make it something like Control F12 or like Alt open bracket, for example, to make sure that I won't do it accidentally. But, you know, every now and then you accidentally activate one of those keystrokes anyway. So after this stream, I'll need to go in and I'll need to change the hotkey so it's something that I'm less likely to accidentally activate.
Come on. Bang. Drop. Yes.
That's what we needed. I'll collect.
Sorry about that, but we definitely needed that meat for later on in this run.
That was a good diversion. Another meal ready to go.
All right, we're gonna follow Batchild's advice this time around. Shout out to Batchild and follow the flags when we see them.
All right.
Because I have not been doing that at all. Hiya! Oh, there's something. Now, Kozi, in the age-old debate of 8 Below versus Snow Dogs, both dog sledding films, where do you come down? 8 Below was the Paul Walker film, and Snow Dogs was the one starring one Cuba Gooding Jr.
Let's go.
Are you familiar with either film?
Here's the thing. I've most definitely seen both of these cover arts at, like, Videotron, back when Videotron used to be around.
Did you see that? A bald eagle.
No, I gotta be honest, having not seen either of these films, I'm gonna go with 8 Below, because that seems like the more fun film. But I honestly don't know that.
I know you used to be.
Yeah, so 8 Below was a lot more dramatic. Snow Dogs was a lot more fun. Is the eagle gonna eat the bunny?
Okay then.
Chomper, go for it.
I probably shouldn't give into your prey drive, but this seriously helps our lack of bullets.
100%.
So we're gonna have so much future training to do, buddy. Okay, you feeling energized?
Good boy, Chomper. Good boy.
Chomper. I think we're done here.
Get going.
Well, okay, so the poster for 8 Below says, the most amazing story of survival, friendship, and adventure ever told.
Is that caribou?
Wow.
If I remember, they're both available on Disney Plus as well. I definitely watched Snow Dogs there. So it might be worth checking out. Batchild, you saying that what if the eagle just picked up one of your dogs and left is part of the reason why we just turned that feature off, because I'm not about that.
Now, hold on a second. Do we think that eagle that we just came across could pick up one of the dogs?
If he tried real hard.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm tired, but we're leaving the caribou alone. We need camp.
I feel like the American bald eagle can maybe pick up a mouse or, a piece of a pie that a grandma left on a windowsill. I don't think that it can pick up a whole dog.
I mean, bald eagles are pretty big, but it would probably... Oh, yeah, do your thing, Chomper.
See it, Chomper. I know you love them, but just try to... He sees it.
Go for it. I should really not be letting him do this, but...
Living his life? He's Chomper you on the... Wait, did it just
It
wink?
definitely winked at you, Chomper.
Oh. Oh, no. What? Okay, fine. Let's take that full bill.
Hell yeah.
Chomper, I hope you learn... All right.
All right, we really need camp here, guys. Come on. Well, I'm just gonna... Give me a second. I just want to see... Yeah, there's no controls menu. I was just wondering if there was anything else I could do game-wise, but it's all good.
I don't want to cause unnecessary beef, but I've been reading through... You want to go right? Because we want to follow the marker?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That looks like it might be a camp. I hope it is.
Rabbit's supposed to
Or
be
it's a rabbit.
What do you think, pups? So do your thing.
Anyways, I don't want to cause unnecessary beef, but I've been reading some of the PC Invasion review, which is the one that gave it a 4.5 out of 10. And there's this one line here that I'm like, ugh, I don't know that I agree with you on this point. Do you want to...
It's all opinion, right?
Well, yeah, I'll keep it to myself, but if you go and check out that review, you'll probably know what line I'm talking about.
Is it super offensive, and that's why you don't want to say it on
No, not like offensive. I'll just say it. So here's what it says a couple of paragraphs in. The game is, unfortunately, predicated on the fact that the main character is a giant idiot. You see, she assembled a team of 5 dogs and has planned to take them out into the wilderness. However, she has brought practically no food because buying a bag of dog food and some beef jerky was just too hard to remember. Well, welcome to roguelike games.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, welcome to roguelike games.
Yeah, basically. That's not a camp.
Oh, hey. A little wolf friend.
If you're from PC Invasion and you're watching a stream right now, we love you. We don't have any hate in our heart for you.
We just don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Which is it's a review, so you're allowed to have your opinion. Oh no.
Barkley, just stay back.
You want to try? What about swinging
I want to
rifle?
try something different.
Good boy, Barkley. We did
Eat it.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
He's gonna come back with a pack, I'm sure.
Ooh.
He got hurt though.
Belly rubs for.
Oh, is you giving it a belly rub going to give the wolf enough time to
Good, Barkley. Really
come back, or?
Let's get back to the sled.
I doubt it.
It's okay.
Well, see, Batchild's got it right. She's a novice musher, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But we're not making it through this run anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, the
I gotta
whole...
figure out what those flag markers mean.
I mean, her whole inner monologue, especially in this section of the game, is like, I thought that I was better off starting a new life. I thought that I, could find a new sense of purpose and direction here, but I didn't realize how challenging things were going to be. Like, you can't say that it doesn't, that her, lack of preparedness doesn't tie into the narrative of the game.
We ain't making it through this run, Kozi.
Oh, well. Where are we on the map?
Just less than halfway.
See that?
Check it out. We need, if it's a camp, it's...
Oh, please be full. Please be full.
There's some ammo, but
2 bullets. You know what?
that's not going to matter.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
Not gonna make it to it.
Is that a UFO?
4 bullets.
Yes, it's UFO, Kozi. Sorry, we learned something from this go round, which is the whole point of these games: is you repeat, you learn, you grow. So that would be a twist for sure, Batchild.
Did you hear about Miley Cyrus possibly encountering a UFO?
We're okay.
No, but that doesn't surprise me.
So this is a story from YYZ.com. Miley Cyrus claimed she was traveling through Southern California with a friend when they were pursued by a flying snowplow. She said, "I was driving through San Bernardino with my friend and got chased down by some sort of UFO, and also bought weed wax from a guy in a van in front of a taco shop, so it could have been the weed wax." But the best way to describe it is a flying snowplow. It had this big plow in the front of it, and it was glowing yellow. I did see it flying, and my friend saw it too. She continued, "It looked at me, and we made eye contact, and I think that's what really shook me. Looking into the eyes is something I can't quite wrap my head around," the pop star explained, adding that she was shaken for almost a week after the alleged close encounter, and thought they might come back.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's Kozi. When you and I agreed that we were going to do this stream this weekend,
looks like we found some birch
I
trees.
didn't expect us to discuss Miley Cyrus and UFOs, so I'll give you that much.
Oh yeah.
I need you to start fires. That was more work. Let's get back to it.
Does it remind you of Kingdom Hearts at all?
Okay?
A little bit.
No, not really.
No?
I mean, what reminds you of Kingdom Hearts?
The piano tones.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Nothing else about the experience reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, though.
Down and up. Is that a fox or a wolf?
It's like an Arctic fox.
Can you actually find food like that?
You want to try it out?
I just want to see if it can figure it out. Because maybe like our
I think it just knows how to do
dogs
this.
could learn from it.
It knows how to survive.
Hmm.
We could all be so lucky.
See what happens. Again, we're not going to make it through on this run, but you learn, right?
Hmm.
Wow, you have some serious patience.
Nothing.
Okay, maybe.
We're staying with it right through to the end. We've committed at this point. Oh, it got something.
Ooh.
So you just keep going. You knew you were close, and
we learned from that. Snow Bikel Michael in with the follow. Thank you so much,
Holy
sir.
shit.
How are you doing today on this fine Saturday afternoon? Or at least afternoon for us, a little earlier for you, but I appreciate you coming in and hanging out.
Yeah, it's pretty appropriate that you tune in right here and right now, considering how much snow's in this game.
Also true, but there's no snow bike. We're just dealing with a sled.
I feel like she could probably make use of a snow bike, though.
Probably, but thank you for dropping that, Mike. Appreciate you. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thanks very much, sir. Thank you very much.
That was the inspiration we needed to just fight on through.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Or at least play this for another 15 minutes or so. That's what I figured. We don't have much of it yet in Canada. It's a little early in the season for us, but it'll be here before we know it.
Oh, yeah.
What does this mean? I hope it means go this way. We'll find out.
I'm hoping so, too. By the way, I will say... Also, wait, hold on a second. Are you doing the... So, Ha goes left, correct?
Ha goes left.
There, Stilton. What is that?
Shouldn't you have done G, considering that the stump with a marker on it was on the right?
But it had an X over it, so I was thinking maybe we weren't supposed to go that way.
Okay, on my call, you're gonna try.
We'll have to experiment with that a little bit more in the future, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah, for sure.
Sheesh. Y'all are great at catching these birds.
Good call.
Earlier you mentioned how snow has not come to Canada, Mitch. You know, I was thinking about that. Like, I always look forward to snow every year in Canada, but the past couple of winters that we've had have been especially brutal in terms of how cold they are. And
cold, yes, but we haven't had it, at least in Toronto. Like, Toronto's in a weird spot in the Golden Horseshoe where most of the snow avoids us and hits everyone around us really hard because of the lake effect. But I kind of miss a big snowfall. I'd like it this year. But
Thank God that was
another rundown, another run where we learned but didn't live.
Okay,
here in Montreal, I mean, it typically does tend to snow quite a bit, but exactly when we receive our snow usually tends to vary a lot. I remember very distinctly one Christmas where it only snowed for the first time on December 26th, the day after Christmas. And that was, I mean, it was great when it did snow because it freaking snowed like hell, but it was a little bit sad that we literally did not have a white Christmas. That was the same Christmas that I actually got Super Mario Bros. Partners in Time for the DS, and I remember playing that during the day and then going out and sledding and then going back and playing that game some more.
Fair. I wish there was something in the journal where she kept track of those tutorials that came up, because that would honestly be really useful to see again.
Yeah.
But we'll be all right, pup. Let's go.
Where did she say this cabin is again? I think.
I'm gonna try something different this time. Since the map has fish drawn over that lake to the south, I'm just gonna head to the right so we end up in that lake to the south.
Wait, can you open up the map again quickly?
Yeah.
So by that logic, are we assuming that the giant portion of the map that is the lower right corner is entirely bear country?
100%.
Gee.
But we'll just head to the right, see what happens.
Hey, those look like birch up ahead. We could use those to start a fire.
Probably grab it while we can.
Are you both? I did not look well, and the other, I'll consider myself. Dear God. Ugh. You're supposed to be like paper. Come
on. There we go.
Okay, so that works out.
Oh, we start with 2 of those now. I probably didn't need a third one. But now we have it.
Thanks for waiting, pup.
Now we know for next time.
At camp now.
I really gotta take a survey of the tools that I have before I stop like that. I've usually been good about checking the meat and the bullets, but not the birch there in the middle. Mush! Whee! Alright. Keeping an eye out.
What's going on up there, Stilton? What is that?
What is it? Let's check it out.
We sure about this?
100%. Oh, it's these birds again.
Hello.
Yeah, the dogs are gonna love this. Let's talk to the fluffers this time.
Hey,
So,
let's do it.
Any chance you're laying eggs? I guess I should do something.
Spooner, you are a novice musher in the Alaskan wilderness who's left their life in San Francisco behind to become a world-class sled dog racer.
Sheesh.
And you are trying to survive the wilderness to make it to the cabin with the red lantern out front. It is a beautiful game. There's an option in the game where the dogs can die, which we immediately turned off. And I'm having a blast.
Gameplay wise, it's a mixture of narrative and roguelike survival elements. Each time that you fail an attempt to get to the red lantern, you restart back at the beginning in a fashion not dissimilar to Katana Zero, where you imagine everything that happened previously as being a dream, and you can carry on certain items and pieces of information that you can glean from your previous playthrough so that you can make it further and further each and every time.
A squirrel. I just don't see it. Chomper sees it.
Chomper, you have to leave it alone this time. Thank you. We're really hungry. We gotta eat. Come on, we need to camp real bad. None of this looks like a good spot to camp in, though. The loop is interesting, Spooner, because you do learn from it.
I'm certain I read that owls are good omens.
The owls are good at tracking prey, but we don't have time for that. We need to find a camp. So you're really balancing the energy and the amount of like how tired you are with the dogs and yourself. So the meter on the left is the dogs, and the meter on the right is your hunger. Every time you pass a route marker, the dogs goes down. Every time you stop at an event, your characters goes down, and it also just kind of goes down over time. We can't do that. We got to keep going. But I like Spooner, Mike, if Snowbike Mike, if you're still here. This to me is a great podcast game of it's very serene in itself, and I can just sort of zen my way through it. Very little control. I'm not doing much other than interacting with the events, and there's some shooting elements of just like a timing game. But it'd be a great game. Just have a podcast on in the background, just zone out to this. It's a good time. We're not hunting the caribou. We need to sleep.
The thing about me is that I get very guilty when I attempt to listen to a podcast over a game that features such high quality voice acting as this one. Like, also, for example, when I'm playing something like Horizon Zero Dawn, for example, like a lot of that game is just, mindlessly fighting robot dinosaurs and the like, but then you also have Ashley Birch's dulcet tones coming through, and whenever she's talking, it's like, I don't really want to listen to Brian Altano talking about going to 7-Eleven right now in the background.
Also true, but I feel like when you're in this cycle of we're making it only so far, you want to... Oh, please tell me.
I mean, I guess, something that's worth pointing out, right, is that if you're hearing the same barks and pieces of dialogue over and over, you can afford to not listen to the voice acting each and every time.
Yeah, that's like until you get to that next point, the next major item you pick up or thing you discover, that repetitive cycle I could see doing podcasts and stuff in behind it. But yeah, I can see your point there for sure, and chat is agreeing with you, so I have to submit that I might not have had the best idea there, Mr.
So here's the thing, like, between listening to a podcast over this game and listening to a podcast over Rogue Legacy, I would go over Rogue Legacy, because not a lot of voice acting in something like that.
There's a little more story to this, but yes, Bat, you are correct. This wolf has the absolute worst timing in the world.
Just stay back, Barkley.
So Barkley's taking some damage there. We're gonna shoot the crap out of this guy because he's a big bully.
Steady.
Hell yeah!
I have to help Barkley.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you did real good.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Batchild, Hades, Rogue Legacy, games like this are great for podcast games.
I need to patch you up, Barkley.
Belly rubs first.
Actually,
always
you know
belly
what?
Rubs first.
That was a really... thank you for mentioning Hades, Batchild, because I'm currently in the process of planning out my extra live stream, and I've been thinking, like, there's a mix of games I'm going to be playing on it that I've already been playing over the course of the past few weeks, but I want to put a few games on it that I have not yet had a chance to play. And Hades is one of those games I've been meaning to try for a while now, and I figure I might as well put it as a potential candidate.
Kozi, if you've got... all right, this runs over. If you've got... did you download Rocket League or add Rocket League to your Epic Game Store library?
No. How come?
You might want to, because if your PC could handle Hades... you can get like a $12 coupon or something like that from the Epic Game Store just for adding Rocket League to your library, and that expires at the end of the month, so you can save a little money there if you were looking to.
Right. The cabin's...
I'll think about...
I personally picked it up on the Switch, and I really need to get back to it.
Our nightmare scenario.
Okay.
Mushan.
Batchild, that hadn't occurred to me. She's admitting every time you die that she's falling asleep behind the wheel of that car, and that is incredibly irresponsible.
Again, it might just be tied into her mutant superpower. Maybe she's not falling asleep. She's just like going into like a light trance, basically.
Maybe. I am thinking for me personally, like, I think Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra expansion, is going to be my stream game, at least for this week.
What do you think, Pups?
And then I think once I finish that, I'm going to move over to Hades until next gen comes out. I wanted it to be Avengers really bad, but Avengers they're not supporting it the way I wanted them to, so I can't continue to support their... All right, let's just slow this down every time we're in the middle. I hope that one of these times it overlaps like that.
I have the Crown Tundra downloaded,
Just
and I need
have
to
here.
check it out.
Make for a good meal.
If you want, Kozi, I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow night around 8 if you want to hop in and check it out with me.
All right, I'll
That's more me.
I was
definitely
going to
make
do a little
note
more
of
of the
that.
story, but we could definitely do some of the Dynamax adventures as well.
Yeah,
Ready to
I'll
go?
note that down right now.
Also, according to Cerebi at cerebi.net, if you're into
Yeah.
Pokemon at all and you're not following Cerebi and Joe Merrick, go find him because
Yeah.
you need to be. He is currently estimating that the rates at Shinies through the Dynamax adventure are 1 in every 100.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you can catch every legendary from past games through that game mode.
Is that a squirrel up there? Why is it running so...
I remember back in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Sorry, Koji.
ahead.
I have to go to the chat once again. Batchild, if you play Pokemon on stream, I will be there for every one of them, and I am promising that to you now. Unless it conflicts with one of my own or one of the Press YYZ streams. But
Let's go.
I love those games so much. There are flaws, but if you played it, I would be there. And I think actually once I get through the initial wave of PS5 titles, I might do a Nuzlocke. So if you're interested at all in that, exclamation mark Mitch in the chat, you can check out me on Twitter, me on Twitch, and that's where that would be.
Wait, I said I was gonna check it out. Slayer,
Come on, Slayer. And then also exclamation mark Kozi in the chat to get his Twitch channel if you want to check out what he's going to be doing around Extra Life.
Hell yeah. The thing is that I have like most of my schedule in place. I need to reach out to a couple people about a couple of things, and I also need to figure out when Kind of Funny is going to be hosting some of their community streams before I officially lay down the date and hours of what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, because I would like to do like a coordinated Press YYZ, maybe 12 hours, not 24 hours, and figure out what we can do.
If I can't hit you.
Yeah, but it will. What I can say is that it's going to be very close to the day that Extra Life is happening, which is November 7th. It will not be on November 7th because I want to check out what Kind of Funny is doing on that day and what other streamers are doing on that day, but it will be around that date.
We also, if you want to drop exclamation mark, or here, let me
ready
do
to
it.
go. 3 bullets left. Let's go, Chopper.
Mitch, you okay?
Yeah. I just remembered. Around the topic of Extra Life, the weekend that happens, we're actually going to be participating in a crossover with Spooner. We are going to be hosting a Super Smash Brothers tournament where half of the entry fees, as well as any donations, will be going to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. So if you're interested at all in Smash, hanging out with us, donating towards a good
What's
cause,
going on up there, Stilton? What is that?
let's check it out. Please come and hang out with us on the 7th. We're going to be advertising the crap out of it. So if you're following us anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, each of our individual Twitter accounts, Instagrams, whatever, you're gonna hear a lot about it over the next couple of weeks for sure.
You're laying eggs? I guess I should do something.
I was going to mention we should probably make a point of doing a permanent advertisement for that on Instagram when we get the chance.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like what I've done is because I've just shared Spooner's assets. And he actually shared that with me directly. So we could take that and turn it into a post and share that everywhere and pin it to we got to pin it to the Twitter account as well.
Ready to go?
Because we haven't tweeted about that yet. But we'll get to it, Spoon. And when I forget, please kick me in the butt to remind me. What does that mean? I don't want to take my time, Spooner. I want to advertise the crap out of it now because we need to make this the biggest thing any of us have ever done because it's a great cause.
Did you see that? A bald eagle.
No, Chomper. I don't think you can
We are
jump
not
that.
going
You
after
really
that
don't
bald
think.
eagle.
On way, pup.
Sorry, Noodle. I know you would have wanted to go after it, but we really need a camp.
Fork in the road. Where to? Ha! You know, where...
I mean, we can kind of brand it as an Extra Life stream. It's just not going to Extra Life stuff, so never mind. We can't do that.
You're keeping us out of trouble and far
Yeah,
away from us.
that's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know if you want to push it out a week or not with all the artwork and everything already done, but if you did, we'd be open to whatever you wanted to do scheduling wise. But whether it's that weekend or another weekend, we're 100% in. So there's gonna be a wolf here. Yep, there he is.
Oh, hey. A little wolf friend.
I don't
Okay,
like
you can
this.
Stay over there. We don't mind. Mush,
Okay.
mush.
Extra Life funding after the tournament sounds like a plan. We'll also plan out an extra live stream of ourselves, whether it's Press YYZ, whether it's me and Kozi on our individual channels, whatever it might end up being. We're gonna do something.
Have you ever tried throwing food at the wolf, by the way?
No, we don't have enough of it for me to justify it. Yes.
Yeah.
Spooner with the Insta and Twitter assets for us to advertise that crap out of this event. We are so happy. You and I both know how cancer has affected us, how it's affected our friends, how it's affected one of our co-hosts. So definitely something that we're all on board to help raise funds for sure. It's a great cause. Thank you for wanting to include us in this with you.
I need to run right now. Another meal ready to go.
Another meal, but I'm not going to make it to the next camp.
Yeah, I should feed you pups. 2 bullets left, team. I think we're done here.
Again, Spooner, thank you for having us. Oh, I finished my beer. I gotta move on to dang water. Who wants to drink water?
Fork in the road. Where to? Ha! Come on.
Womp womp.
We're okay.
Kozi, what do you think? One more, or do you want to wrap it up here?
Let's do one more.
You can't care
one more run. Okay, one more run, and then we're gonna call it.
I didn't think ahead.
Okay.
Whew. Thank you for reminding me to announce it in Kind of Funny Toronto as well, Spooner.
Get out there and live wildly. Live the life that feels.
Once I have all those assets and everything, it'll make it way easier. So thank you. All right.
Where did she say this?
Let's do it.
I think we're ready.
All right. I didn't actually follow my own advice last time of only going to the right, so we're gonna do that this time. We're doing an only right run, everybody.
Yep, the right way.
Yeehaw! I think I gotta start cooking dinner. Actually, I gotta call my wife and see what time she's gonna be home, because we're having a night. We're gonna do a nice honey mustard salmon with green beans and roasted potatoes. It's gonna be really good.
I am not going to be eating nearly as well as you are, because my parents are out of town, which means that I get to go to the grocery store and just scrounge the worst section of the fast food frozen aisle.
I mean, you could also just order in.
That's true.
Something along those lines.
Actually, it would probably be.
You didn't even want to go out.
It would be more ethical if I just
Montreal, right?
Yeah, it would be more ethical if I actually just ordered in, but. Whatever, we'll see.
Well, it would only be more ethical if you do not use Uber Eats. Uber Eats charges restaurants far too much in terms of their fees. If you want to deal with lower fees, at least in Toronto, my recommendation to people is always to use Ritual or DoorDash, as they don't charge, their fees aren't as high to restaurants as Uber and Skip the Dishes. So if you do have DoorDash in your area, that's what I would recommend.
Oh, I just discovered some sad news. Apparently, the Switch version of Apex Legends has been delayed to 2021.
Were you going to play it on Switch, Kozi?
I was at least going to try it. And it is also this thing where, like, you know, if it's on Switch, that potentially opens up more crossplay opportunities, which means that I have more of a chance to play it with other people. I really need to, like, I need to sit down at one point and just, put together a hit sheet of people to reach out to play Apex together, because I've been playing that game alone for far too long.
I know Echo Chloe, or Echo Chloe does a lot of Apex streams.
Why is it running so...
So that might be someone to reach out to.
We're leaving everything alone this time.
We're finding a camp. We're gonna do this. Yeah, this was a nice game to just chat through as well.
Oh, look at that.
See, I can't go after the elk because Slayer is scared of it.
You're looking a little more skittish than normal.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Slayer. We don't need to face our fears yet.
It's gonna happen eventually, Slayer.
Rip the bandage off immediately.
But yeah, they did in the same announcement where they announced that the version of Apex on the Switch is being delayed to 2021. They did confirm that it will support full crossplay, the latest seasonal content, and feature full parity with the other versions. So, something to look forward to.
Go do your thing, bun.
Bad Child brings up a good point in the chat in that he knows someone that that streams a lot of Apex. Maybe he does giveaways when he gets wins. one, Batchild. So that's another person to reach out if you want to do a collab.
Oh, well, all right.
You know what? If you were playing with Batchild and you guys wanted to teach me how to play the game, I'd jump back into it.
All right. Well, Batchild, thank you for you know, I think that everything happens for a reason in life. I think that there are no coincidences, and I think that the reason, Batchild, while you showed up to watch our stream tonight, is so that we could connect on Apex. And so I'm definitely going to be talking to you about that off stream.
Always fun to hang out with friends, right?
Hell yeah.
Oh God, that could have smashed the river wide open. I bet there's a good spot to fish.
Yo,
over
friends following friends, I love it. Also, Kitman, shout out to Kitman in the chat.
there. Either way,
The wonderful
good spot for a
guy,
meal.
such great energy in his streams.
Let's get
Always
going.
makes me
Maybe I'll
happy to
find
tune
a
into
few days
those.
to worry a
Is
little less about
on the
bullets.
22s. Always good stuff. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming to hang out.
Kitman,
How
we
you
salute
been?
you.
Always. These dogs aren't going to make it this run.
Who knows? We might find some of those water squirrels, you know?
Yes, water squirrels would be clutch right now. Oh, actually, if we follow that owl,
I'm certain I read that
it may
owls are
find
good
something that I
ones.
can let the dogs eat.
Wait. Sounds pretty good to me.
I mean,
You know what? I'm trusting Noodle. this
Noodle,
time.
yeah. So, you remember that movie
Gotta gain
Milo?
that trust with Noodle,
I
right?
was going to say, do you remember that movie Milo and Otis?
Good omen. That's what we needed.
No.
Team. What do we
No.
think it'll lead us
Damn
to?
it. Because I was trying to remember
Good
if the cat and the dog following the owl and Milo and Otis led to something
Okay.
good or not. I don't think it did.
I mean, the last time we followed the owl, there was a bunny.
Can't go
So maybe
back.
there's something. It'll find something else.
Yet. If I go back
Hope so.
now, I'll have failed.
Dude, thank you for swinging by and saying hello,
The chopper
Kitman.
is ready to
Appreciate
run.
you.
He's
And those beans and
hungry for
veggies do sound bomb.
competition among
Hell yeah.
other things. You're probably not going to eat through the gang line and run off into the woods, are you, buddy? Right?
Ah.
Stop corncob biting the gang line. Note to self: double wrap the gang line near jumper.
Just give him something to eat. No.
For a second, it
Oh
looked
wait,
like
no,
he...
it wasn't the owl that had things that could get eaten. It was the eagle, wasn't it? Darn.
Bones.
Bat, I've been eating poorly all week, so I'm very much looking forward to that salmon tonight.
Here.
It's gonna make me feel real good to hop into Loki Mike's stream tonight and play some Jackbox. So that will be a lot of fun.
I was going to say, you consider
Hydrating
salmon
right now,
eating poorly?
Kitman. Sorry?
You consider salmon eating poorly?
No, I said I have been eating poorly this week.
Oh.
And I've had
Okay.
Taco Bell. I've had McDonald's. I've had
Gee,
I had takeout Greek food
looking
one
good,
night. So I need to get back into the habit of cooking more and eating better.
Okay.
And that was another run we did not make it through. So I think, Kozi, if you want to swap back to the face cams, we can just talk about the game for a minute and
Yeah, sure.
let everyone get about their Saturday. But this was fun. I'm definitely going to get back to this for sure.
Yeah. Well, that was the Red Lantern. It's a very kind of peaceful game, and it was a game that I enjoyed very much playing and watching alongside you. I know I wasn't like physically in control of what was going on, but obviously I did, contribute to some of the decision making. I will say this. I did kind of wish that on each subsequent run, obviously it was great how the game would transfer over certain key items that you had found on prior runs to your most late run. But I did wish that the game did a better job of making you feel like you were getting better and better at early areas, in the same way that, for example, when you play a game like Rogue Legacy, gradually the more runs you go on, the more and more you feel like you've mastered the early areas and you can more quickly arrive at later areas. But I mean, I have not, that's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm sure that you probably have a bit of a different opinion actually being behind the controller.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was close because there isn't a lot. There isn't, like I said, there isn't a lot of input. It is really more just observing the story, taking in the scenery, and hoping for the best choices. Which, since you're a novice, you really don't know what to do. And thank you, Kitman, with that tier 1 sub. We appreciate you very much. But it's definitely a game I'm going to get back to. I have that itch to want to just get a little bit further. The same way that Hades scratched that itch for me, but in much more of a hands-off way, which with how twitchy Hades feels from a roguelite perspective. There's actually a nice break from some of that more action-packed type of game in this genre. So I'm looking forward to getting back to this, honestly, in some of my own time, or even on my own streams. And when I do, I'll be sure to update everyone on this channel, on the podcast we host every week, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to keep up with what we are doing, you can follow us on Twitter. You can check out the podcast on any podcast service you consume them on. Press YYZ, a video game podcast. 5-star reviews are greatly appreciated if you're using Apple, which the majority of people are. I was looking at the analytics. It's very cool stuff. And Kozi, people can keep up with you at twitter.com/AlexKazina, twitch.tv/KoziBearLive.
Correct. And yeah, before we go, let's make a point of
Hitman with the gifted sub 2 to Batchild. That is, dude. I was going to say you are the best.
It is a sub extravaganza tonight. Before we go, let's make a point.
Sorry, I just want to say. Yeah. No, I just want to say my stuff's in the chat too. If you want to keep up with me,
of course.
Go ahead, Kozi.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, before we log off, let's make a point once more of just drawing attention to the upcoming Super Smashin' Breast Cancer charity tournament that's going to be, that we are collaborating with Spooner on to host Saturday and Sunday, November 7th and 8th.
Yep. And the link to the Discord for that, if you're interested in participating or just finding out what's up, donating, all that information is there in the chat. And until next time, thank you for taking a first look at the